That would be the target for the trade. You can use all kinds of techniques. This is the triangle there. And if you go there, add it to the breakout, it will take you slightly further. That's also the minimum target objective. So those are the two levels that you can look at for some targets. Hi everyone and welcome back to another trading day. It's Thursday, 26 September 2024. Today I'll be trading long on the New Zealand, the Aussie and the pound, and short on the yen, the US and the Swiss franc. Take off with the dollar index, sudden dollar strength coming in yesterday, bouncing very hard, but everything still tells me that the dollar is on the weak side for trading purposes. My intraday indicator, yes, it went from second last to third last, but still in the red zone, so I'll still stay short on the dollar. You can see the moving averages, slope direction line, everything still points downwards. So yes, we might have this moments of dollar strength, but the overall trend, the direction that I want to trade in is still dollar bearish. That helps gold a little bit, finding support, but I'm waiting still for gold to retrace, as I've explained yesterday morning. Back to the 50-61% level, right at structure here. If I can get a test there and a nice candle reversal, then I'll be interested. Also busy consolidating, you can see there. If I connect those highs with each other, a breakout of that trade would be also fine. So gold and then targets would be about the $2,700 levels. So if I can get a breakout there, 2,700, that'll be the target, the next stop for this. My overall target for this bull trend is $3,000 to $3,200, providing the dollar stays weak and that some big fundamentals doesn't change in the market. But I've been bullish for quite a few months now, and initially I worked out a $3,000 to $3,200 target. But for this 4-hour trade, I would definitely look at just $2,700 for a target, just below that level. Bitcoin and all the cryptocurrencies suddenly catch a bit this morning. I can see they're off the lows. When I woke up this morning, it was really down and finding some support coming in, but very sideways. If you look at this on Bitcoin, you can see here for the last week, very sideways, but we starting to see a little bit of strength. We see a long upper shadow, which is weak, then a strong candle, then a bearish candle. If this candle can close like this tonight, we are seeing some bullishness coming back into the market. But if you look at all the charts I showed you yesterday morning, I showed you quite a few cryptocurrency charts. I'm not going to go through them again, but there's a lot of bullish patterns that's been breaking out and giving confirmations for buy for the last week and a half. So there, I'm not saying the bottom is in, but that's just a little bit of a short-term trade, but I showed it on yesterday morning's video, so I'm not going to revisit that. Then on the New Zealand Swiss franc, I got this long yesterday morning. It tested my level, nice bullish engulfing as it made a new high. I trailed my stop loss to entry, and that got hit on the nose. So that came in lunchtime yesterday. So unfortunately, that not resulted in any form of a target or nothing, so that trade's been closed. And the New Zealand CAD unfortunately tested the level beautifully. Nice white candle, closed just above the halfway mark, which gave me a piercing line. I took the long and failed. Fortunately, I only took half a position there just because I already had on the previous bar the New Zealand Swiss long. So I already had a New Zealand Swiss, so it was a New Zealand long, and here was another New Zealand long. So luckily I did that, but still a loss and not a nice trade. Yeah, I even got a better level on the entry. I was a little bit late on the entry, and I was so chuffed with myself just to see the stop getting hit an hour or two later. So unfortunately, so this trade closed at a loss, definitely a loss. Whatever you took there was no chance of trailing the stop loss, definitely a losing trade. In the euro yen, gave you this pattern to trade yesterday morning. Also the breakout, yeah, also scary, but looking better now. So that was the long entry on the euro yen. I told you can trade the breakout. We started with a stop loss down there. If I can get a new high there today, just a new high there, then I will then trail the stop loss to that low there. That will reduce the risk tremendously with a 10 to 15 pip slippage there. Target would be, you're going to need on this trade roughly about a 130, 140. You need about a 180 target, and 180 takes you back up to those highs. Right, so that would be the target for the trade. You can use all kinds of techniques. This is the triangle there, and if you go there, Add it to the breakout, it will take you slightly further. So that's also the minimum target objective. So those are the two levels that you can look at for some targets. But euro, neutral zone not after that, but the yen very weak, and I want to be short on the yen, and being long here is definitely a good thing for me. On the retest, didn't see a counter reversal, so could not add to the trade. Before we continue, thank you for today's sponsor again, Incasso. When your business needs a reporting platform to improve the quality and speed of making decisions, consider Insight BI, a seamless add-on for reporting and business intelligence. Insight BI is an all-in-one, cloud-based 24/7 reporting solution. For more info, check out the link in the description. Then the S&P 500 flat top triangle, rising bottoms, already got a little bit of a breakout this morning trade, a little bit of a longer momentum group, but we're also waiting for the retest and a counter reversal on a weak dollar. That's stock market bullish. That's where I want to be long. So you can see the flat top, rising bottoms. So I need this to come back so that the market confirms there's a structure on a counter reversal. Then I'll add to my long position. Exactly the same on the Nasdaq. Nasdaq retracement needed. Counter reversal there, I did not take a long because the break came last night or in the Tokyo session, which I don't do, but I got a little bit on the S&P 500. But a retracement back here and a nice counter reversal on a weak dollar, that'll get me to add and go long on the Nasdaq. New Zealand yen. Well, New Zealand green zone, yen red zone. Want to be long here, but not up there. That's at that resistance levels. I would like to see a retracement before I will consider this trade. I needed to retest the structure here between 50 and 61% level. Euro Aussie. Did test the level. I gave this one to you yesterday. Beautiful evening star. Well, not so beautiful, but did not trade it. This is part of the Tokyo session. So I do not do that. So I left it here now for another test. If it retraces during the morning session, maybe in the afternoon, we could see some reversal there. But euro neutral, not after that, but I'm after the Aussie long. Shorting this will give me the Aussie long, but unfortunately I could not trade. Not that I think I would have traded this. This needed to be a long white candle, then the small, then a nice long black candle. So this is not something I would have done most likely in any case, but just to point out how strong the levels are. So for now, I would like to see a retest, and then I'll consider some shorts. New Zealand US came back all the way to the levels I've been waiting for, closed a few times below, now bouncing very weak. New Zealand, I want to be long New Zealand, I want to be short dollar, and this is what I'm after. But this is not a good enough reversal for me. It's very weak. So I would like to see another test here later today, and maybe a nice counter reversal, or maybe a little double bottom tomorrow or something like that. But I'm not gonna buy into this. If it starts to close above the halfway mark of the black candle, I might consider that and converting this into a morning star, because we got a long black, 3 small bodies, which is fine as an evening star. And then, but this one then needs to close in 2.5 hours above that halfway mark. Then I'll consider something differently, as long as the New Zealand stays above the dollar. And then the CAD Swiss, want to go long here. CAD neutral, not after that, but Swiss, I want to be short in the Swiss, second worst currency that we've got here. But going long here, that'll give me the long or the short on the Swiss. I'm not worried about the CAD long, but that's what I'm going to get. But I'm after the short in the Swiss. Going long here will give me that, but not up there. I need a retest structure between 50 and 61% level. That's the area I want to see the test. On a nice strong counter reversal, I'll then consider some longs. But guys, trading isn't just about my insights. Please fill up the comments below this video. You can support the channel by checking out all the links in the description. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Remember that trading carries risk, so don't forget to trade responsibly and never trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Can't wait to see my next video. Until then, trade well.